invited Liu Meijun professor for our special class. And we first introduce Liu Meijun professor. So, professor, can you introduce yourself?
Okay. Hello everyone. Very happy to participate in this seminar. And very happy to have this very precious opportunity for communicating with the Professor Park and other students and researchers. I'm Meijun Liu, Assistant Professor at Fudan University. I graduated from the University of Hong Kong 4 years ago. Recently, my research focuses on three key areas. The first one is international collaboration and team science. Specifically, we are exploring what are influential factors for effective team formation and team assembly that can lead to innovative knowledge creation. And recently, we have an ongoing project which is about the effect of China-US tension on knowledge creation for achieving SDG goals. So this project is still at a very early stage. My second research interest is knowledge integration and diffusion. Specifically, we use natural language model and we employ like entities, which means that we extract entities from text, like the title and abstract of publication. Then we employ the perspective of combinatory novelty perspective, and we create some indicators to measure scientific novelty. And we are exploring the influential factors of novel knowledge or novel like publication. So this is a second research interest. And my final research interest is about mobility of scientists. We explore two major research questions. The first one is, what are influential factors that influence the mobility of scientists or researchers? And the second major important research question is that how the mobility of whether and how the mobility of researchers influence innovation or knowledge creation. So those are the three key areas of my recent research interest. This is my like brief introduction of myself.
Thank you. And second, we will introduce our center. And our center name is Science Emotion Center. And we will introduce our center, Catherine Hall, professor.
Hi, my name is Catherine He. I'm a research professor here at Yongnam University in the Department of Media and Communication. I earned my PhD from University of University of California, Davis. So our research center is called Cyber Emotional. Oh, sorry, what is it called? Cyber Emotional Research Center. This is a interdisciplinary research center. We have a lot of people from various backgrounds, including computer science, cultural studies, journalism, business, etc. We pursue interdisciplinary research using various research methods. So that's a brief introduction of our research center. Nice meeting you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
And we will introduce our member and Professor Park.
Oh yes, yeah, we just introduced ourselves. So actually, the Dr. Meijun, she has been, really productive and then she is also associate editor of the Quality and Quantity. I am chief editing, and it's really, so great to, to meet, you face to face, even if it's a virtual. And then I'm really excited to have this, talk. And okay. That's
Thank
all.
you, Professor. And second is name of Park Jong-moon, Professor.
Hello. I am Jong-moon Park. I have completed the master's and doctoral program in digital convergence business at the Graduate School of Yeongnam University. I have been working for Yeongnam daily newspaper in Daegu for 35 years. Currently, I am the head of the corporate M&A support center. Thank you.
Thank you, Park Jong-moon, Professor. And how about Catherine?
Oh, I already introduced myself. Should I do it again? I think you can just skip me.
Okay. And Park Jang-yo, PhD student.
Okay. Hello, Professor Liu Meijun. My name is Jang-yo Park, and I completed my doctoral program in East Asian Culture at Cultural Studies at Yeongnam University in this year. And I'm currently working as a researcher at the Cyber Emotion Research Center. I majored in journalism and Renmin University of China for my undergraduate graduate degree, and double majored in East Asian culture at Yeongnam University and Kansai University in Japan for my master's degree. My main research areas are hate speech, network analysis, and public diplomacy. Thank you for your lecture today. Thanks.
And Hyunjin-yo. Oh, Michael.
Sorry. Nice to meet you, Professor Liu. My name is Jin Rong, and I just finished my doctoral research on Web3 in EduTech this semester, which based on scientometrics and social network analysis. Yeah, nice to meet you.
And let me introduce myself. My name is Song Ah-che, and I'm a Yeongnam University Department East Asian Culture Studios.
Okay, why don't you start? 죄송아. Okay, the Meijun, can you start, please?
Okay, sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, just now the screen is just frozen, probably due to the bad network. Okay.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Sure. I will share my screen and I will start my talk. Please wait for a moment. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, I will. Yeah, like start. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very happy to have this opportunity to present one of my ongoing studies today. So the title of my talk is Knowledge Creation or Diversion, examining the effects of international collaboration on the quality of public administration research. So this study is a collaborative work with Professor Yi Jiajing and Jingyuan Xu. So basically, in my opinion, this study is a little bit conventional. The reason is that other two authors, they are experts in the field of public administration. So basically, they emphasize more on the theoretical part. But for the empirical part or for the quantitative analysis part, so actually they probably it is the convention in the field of public administration. So which means that we don't need very fancy methods or data, sort of this. So basically, in my opinion, it is a little bit conventional. Yeah, but I think the insights and the findings are interesting, can provide very valuable implication for a better, deeper understanding of the effect of international collaboration. Okay, let me begin with some takeaways. This empirical study employs a self-made database that include more than 30,000 research articles published between 2000 and 2022 in SSCI indexed public administration journals. And among those research articles, there are nearly 900 articles authored by scholars based in the Chinese mainland. Our regression results suggest that international collaboration only plays a minor role in improving research quality. So actually, this finding is a little bit counterintuitive. However, collaborators' prior research quality counts in most of the 12 quality dimensions, showing a stronger but more complex mechanism of the diversion effect. So this study, I think, provide valuable implications for understanding and enhancing academic collaboration in the global public administration community, and also the conceptual framework we construct for evaluating articles can also provide a valuable evaluation framework for the quality of international publications from Chinese mainland. Okay, so in today's world, collaboration has emerged as the dominant mode of knowledge creation, and science has become increasingly collaborative compared to the past. For example, around a century ago, Einstein conducted groundbreaking research while working as an examiner at the Bern Patent Office. But scientific research has always been, to some extent, a collective effort rather than a purely individual pursuit. And we also see a lot of empirical evidence suggest the increasing collaboration in science and academia. And the collaboration imperative is also embraced in the field of public administration. International research collaboration has grown ever faster as a result of globalization in both academia and practical fields. We can find like a lot of like evidence for my statement. For example, some literature, they find that collaboration is an important basis for knowledge production and public sector innovation. And several systematic review, they just identified like several positive impacts of international collaboration on research quality, accessibility to data, and also the international knowledge diffusion. Second, I want to like talk about internationalization and the rise of global South in the field of public administration. So public administration research demonstrates a similar trend toward more collaboration. And we find that between 2000 and 2022, the average number of authors of research articles published in the 48 SSCI indexed public administration journals has steadily increased from 1.5 to 2.5. And we also see some other statistics like the PA research articles with cross-country or region co-authorship have increased from like 3% to nearly 30%. And we also find international research collaboration has been widely like considered beneficial to scholars in the global South. And we find some evidence. For example, the database has like the 900 PA research articles published by scholars from the Chinese mainland, among which like nearly 60% are results of the cross-country region co-authorship. But the global average actually is just like 18%. So this statistic actually suggests that the international collaboration in the field of public administration for Chinese scholars actually is highly beyond the global average. Okay, we acknowledge that international collaboration works in several ways to enhance and improve the global public administration community. But we find that there is a surprising lack of literature that empirically investigate the quality effects and mechanisms of international collaboration. So in this study, we ask the question, if international collaboration increases the quality of academic outputs. In this study, we argue that there might be two important mechanisms for international collaboration to improve research quality. The first one is knowledge creation effect. Another is knowledge diversion effect. So what is knowledge creation effect? It indicates the international collaborative process may create several mechanisms of knowledge exchange, integration, and innovation for high-quality research outputs. Another is knowledge diversion effect. So this effect indicates engaging the most resourceful and productive scholars in collaboration who may transfer their high-quality knowledge capital into the research outputs. In other words, the international collaboration actually is a result of like self-selection, which means that we assume that capable researchers may tend to participate in international collaboration than researchers with low productivity or low scientific impact. So compared to the knowledge creation effect, the knowledge diversion effect focuses more on researchers within the co-authorship networks who are very resourceful or productive. I mean, the productive scholars with high quality prior research records. So actually, these two mechanisms may compete in explaining the quality of outputs, and there also exists an effect of the alliance of giants. So which means that international collaboration among stronger scholars can produce a higher knowledge creation effect than otherwise. So those are the three key mechanisms we propose for explaining the effect of international collaboration on knowledge creation in public administration. To examine those three mechanisms, we focus on PA journal articles authored by researchers from the Chinese mainland during 2000 to 2022. And I will introduce a conceptual framework to analyze the knowledge creation and diversion effects and their interaction. So this framework is a three-dimensional quality framework. Next, I want to provide like more details about the three effects I just mentioned. So this study is built on collaboration theory and network theory, and we propose two key mechanisms for explaining the effect of knowledge international collaboration on research quality in the field of public administration: the knowledge creation effect and the knowledge diversion effect. Okay, knowledge creation refers to the process of generating, developing, and integrating new knowledge into existing frameworks or applying it to practical use. So collaboration can enhance this process by bringing together like diverse information, ideas, perspectives, skills, and resources. According to collaboration theory, effective collaboration is often like based on the asymmetries of power, resources, and knowledge among participants in collaboration. And we propose the knowledge creation effect of an international collaboration occurs through three key mechanisms: the supplementary mechanism, the complementary mechanism, and the collaborative innovation mechanism. So what is the supplementary mechanism? So this mechanism place high emphasis on the additional support or enhancement to an existing research project, like some supplementary ideas and data. And those are important for performing like rigorous and high quality research in the field of public administration. The second mechanism is the complementary mechanism. So this mechanism emphasizes the integration of scholars' different but complementary capacities and knowledge, such as the theoretical perspectives and techniques or skills about research method. The final important mechanism is a collaborative innovation mechanism. So this mechanism describes the disruptive knowledge creation by collaboration. And based on the perspective of combinatory novelty, the collaboration process can combine the ways of like thinking that were distant from each other and promote mutual learning. And those elements are important to produce like innovative, disruptive, and impactful knowledge. So, based on those theoretical bases, we propose the first hypothesis. Knowledge creation effect of international collaboration may lead to higher quality public administration research. Second, I'd like to introduce the second key mechanism. It is knowledge diversion effect. Based on the network theory, the most resourceful and productive or impactful scholars, so they are usually researchers with high centrality in the network. So those researchers are often like highly connected in the network or positioned in the core of the network, which allows them to control the flow of knowledge and information through the network's connection. So those productive, resourceful researchers, they can drive knowledge diversion within the network. And they channeling their knowledge capital into research outputs. Then they can influence the direction and impact of collaborative efforts. We assume that the knowledge diversion effect may occur in two stages: the network formation and the network maintenance. For the first stage, network formation. So we all know that social capital are important in network formation, which means that the social capital can increase the creation of new connection. And scholars with strong connections and high reputation. So those are the key factors, key elements, or representation of social capital. So those researchers are more likely to engage in and create co-authorship network. By using those existing connections, those researchers can create new connections and improve the network ties. So this is first stage, network formation. For the network maintenance, so central actors, they are often very important in improving network consolidation and expansion. So in this process, those resourceful and productive researchers, they can like improve existing relationships because they can enhance trust and share goals, and they can create more effective governance. So they can promote knowledge diversion by developing and expanding networks so that they can attract like more knowledge capital to the network. Building on those theoretical like foundation, we propose the second hypothesis: knowledge diversion effects of productive scholars with high quality prior research may lead to higher quality public administration research. Okay, the final mechanism we propose is the effect of the alliance of giants. So, given the fact that strong researchers with higher quality or higher citation, in the past, they normally have denser collaboration ties or links between the others. So their transaction cost in integrating complementary or supplementary resources can be low. And this might imply a higher probability for stronger scholars to produce higher knowledge creation than others. So we further investigate the interaction effect between knowledge creation and knowledge diversion, and we propose the third hypothesis. The knowledge diversion effect may moderate the knowledge creation effect on PA research quality. So next, I'd like to introduce the framework we apply to evaluate research quality in the field of public administration. And we employ a knowledge use perspective. So as you can see from this figure, this figure illustrates a framework of knowledge use, research quality, and international collaboration. So basically, it explains how international collaboration influence research quality and the diverse dimension we focus on to measure research quality. In the middle between international collaboration and research quality, so there are three key stages. The first one is knowledge acquisition, then knowledge production, then the final stage is knowledge diffusion. So knowledge creation is a transfer or a combination of conversion of different types of knowledge as users practice, interact, and learn. So this is how we understand knowledge creation. And the knowledge creation process actually represent multiple processes. The first stage is knowledge acquisition, which means that the knowledge creation is based on the use of existing knowledge in creating a research article. Then the second step is knowledge production, which means that based on the existing knowledge, researchers they integrate existing knowledge and create new ideas. The final step is knowledge diffusion. It is the use of the article's knowledge by other research process and stream in the academia community. And if we look at the research quality dimensions, and we will find that we investigate or we evaluate research quality from the perspective of intensity, speed, interdisciplinarity, and quality. Next, I'd like to provide a brief introduction about the data and methods we apply in this study. We focus on research articles published in the 48 PA journals indexed in the SSCI of the 2021 Journal Citation Report. And we retrieve nearly 50,000 journal articles published in those PA journals. The core dataset for this study include more than 30,000 journal articles published between 2000 and 2022. We also add some supplementary data because we'd like to investigate the interdisciplinarity in knowledge acquisition. So we collect information of the more than 20,000 journals that cover more than 200 subjects indexed in SSCI and SCI of the 2021 Journal Citation Report. In this study, we focus on research articles authored by researchers in the Chinese mainland. And we define a research article by CM researchers as one of an address in the Chinese mainland. And finally, we identify nearly 900 journal articles by CM scholars. And in this article, the major study period is from 2000 to 2022. And we find that during this study period, nearly 60% of articles by CM researchers had international co-authorship. So this figure provides the number of articles by CM scholars over years, and we can see like a striking increase in recent decades. Before the 21st century, it is evident that it was rare for CM scholars to publish in international PA journals. But since the 1980s, so we can see China's PA community experienced like continuous internationalization, and the CM researchers published in an increasing number of research articles in the international PA journals. So this figure can become a sign of increasing research excellence for CM scholars. And let's move to figure 3. So it shows the fraction of internationally co-authored articles by CM researchers during the study period. And we can find, compared to single authorship or domestic co-authorship, international co-authorship has become a dominant pattern for CM scholars in their research publication in PA journals. And we can also see a boom in international collaboration for CM scholars. Figure 4 shows the source countries or regions of the international collaborator for CM scholars. And we can find that a majority of the international collaborators are based in the United States, and some regions like Chinese Hong Kong and Chinese Taiwan, and also some traditional Western country like UK, Australia, Netherlands. So those are the traditional powerhouse in public administration. Next, I'd like to introduce the dependent variables in this study. So actually, we construct the research quality framework, and we identify 3 key stages for knowledge creation, and we propose 12 dimensions of quality indicators for each CM article. For the stage of knowledge creation, we have 5 dimensions, including intensity 1, the number of references cited by an article. Intensity 2, the proportion of referenced journal articles. Speed 1. So this indicator represents the average number of years between an article's publication year and the publication year of the reference cited within that article. So this indicator actually can measure the newness of knowledge employed in CM articles. Interdisciplinarity 1, the fraction of cited SSCI indexed journals that are not from the PA journals. And internationality 1, so this indicator represents the proportion of cited reference from the 48 PA journals that are co-authored by non-CM researchers. For the second stage, knowledge production, we propose 2 indicators, journal impact factor and journal ranking. So those 2 indicators are used to measure the quality of knowledge production. For the final stage, knowledge diffusion, we propose like 5 dimension. Intensity 3, the number of citations an article received. Speed 2, the average years between an article's publication year and the years it is cited by the 48 PA journals. So this indicator is used to measure how fast an article gets citation. And the internationality 2, the fraction of citing journal articles that are published in non-48 PA journals. Internationality 2, the fraction of citing journals in PA journals that are authored by non-CM researchers. And the final indicator, internationality 3, the number of countries based on the citing articles corresponding authors. So to capture or to measure the international collaboration, we employ a binary variable to indicate whether a research article is co-authored by a CM researcher and researchers affiliated with institutions located outside the Chinese mainland. To measure the diversion effect, we introduce a variable prior research to proxy the average prior research quality of all authors in an article. It is measured by the average number of articles that are published in the PA journals in the past 10 years. So for proposing this indicator, actually we consider the time window. Then we generate an interactive term between the above 2 variables to test if there is an effect of the alliance of giants. So the equation 1 is used to estimate the 12 research quality indicators. And we also include a set of control variables to account for the possible confounding factor, including the team size, the first and a variable and a binary variable if the corresponding author or first author is a CM scholar, and also we control the grant support. We incorporate year fixed effects in this equation to account for some variation over years. So this table shows provides the summary of statistics for all the variables in this study. Then I will provide the key results in this study. So this table shows the research qualities for all articles, and we compare all the indicators in the first period and the second period. And we can find that articles in the recent decade have higher research quality. Then we also shows the comparison of research qualities for international collaboration paper and non-international collaboration paper. In general, we find that the t-test results suggest that the international collaboration research article have higher research quality. Next, I'd like to present some regression results. So table 5 provides the estimated effect of international collaboration on 12 research quality indicators. And we find that the regression results provide support for both the creation effect and the diversion effect. If you look at like this row, you will find the coefficient for the international collaboration, this variable. And if you look at this row, it shows the coefficients for the author's prior research quality. Although both of them actually works for explaining the effect of international collaboration, we find that the effect size is relatively weak for the creation effect, but much stronger for the diversion effect. So this result suggests that the effect of international collaboration and most of the effects of international collaboration can be explained by the self-selection of the productive, resourceful researchers in international collaboration. In other words, more capable researchers, they are more likely to participate in international collaboration. And based on their high quality social capital and knowledge capital, they make the knowledge creation of the team more impactful or of higher quality. So this is a result caused by their high capabilities or high abilities. Then we find that the effect, then we find interactive effects between the knowledge creation effect and the knowledge diversion effect. But such effect only exists in two quality dimensions, the internationality one and the internationality two. So we plot the interaction effect between international collaboration and an author's prior research quality on the two research quality dimensions I just introduced. And we can find that for non-international collaboration paper, so when the research authors apply high prior research quality, then their impact will be lower for the non-international collaboration paper articles where their research authors with lower prior research quality. But it is opposite for the international collaboration, which means that in the international collaboration team, the authors who occupy higher prior research quality can like enhance the impact of the paper. But probably we need like more insights to further investigation to explain why this interaction like effects exist in this direction. Okay, I will wrap up with my with my talk. This study basically asks a question about whether international collaboration in public administration research improves research quality. And based on collaboration theory and network theory, we propose like two key mechanisms that explain the effect of international collaboration. The first one is knowledge creation effect, and the second one is knowledge diversion effect. And our findings suggest that international collaboration actually, the knowledge creation effect actually plays a minor role to explain the effect of international collaboration. And knowledge diversion effect seems to be the major mechanism for explaining the effect of knowledge of international collaboration on research quality of public administration research. Yes, and those are the major findings listed on this slide. Okay, so this is my presentation, and welcome any comments, feedback, and suggestion, or that's all. Thank you.
Thank you for your presentation. So, any other question for her?
Okay, thank you very much for your detailed explanation on your research. I'm wondering, this research is already published or you are preparing for submission?
It is at the stage for preparing the manuscript, and probably we are ready to submit in this month or next month.
Oh, okay. So you said that two authors are from the public administration. They are not a scientometrics analysts.
Yeah,
yeah.
they are researchers in PA field. So you will find that the data and method actually applied in this study are seems to be weak. I mean, from the perspective of scientometrics or informatics. Yeah.
So is there any particular motivation to focus on this public administration area?
Okay, the major reason is that so now I work in the Institute for Global Public Policy. So basically, our key discipline is public administration or public policy. So I need to integrate scientometrics, informatics, information science knowledge to this field. So this is a major reason for performing this research.
Oh, so your position is more or less doing a research only rather than teaching or any student activity?
Not really. So our responsibility include both teaching and research and administrative stuff. So for every year, we need to finish 8 credits for course.
Okay.
It's intensive.
Yeah. But your affiliation says, the institute, not a department. That is why, I'm curious, about your responsibilities, your duties. So do you have
Yeah.
also like undergraduate student as well as the math and PhD student?
No.
So where do you teach to get the A credit?
Okay, we don't have undergraduate students, but we have master students and PhD students. But the fact is that for the master students, we have double degree programs. Most of them are students from Western countries, and in the first year they study in LSE in London, and the second year they study at Fudan. So their courses are very intensive, and basically they do not receive any training in method or research. So they cannot help with assistant professors research. So basically, we serve for them, not they
Oh,
do something for us.
okay.
And for the PhD students, in the system in China, so our institute is very young. So the most senior professor is our dean, Professor Yi Jiajing, and he is the only professors who are able to supervise PhD students. For the other professors, we are so young, and we cannot like supervise PhD students. So basically, we do not have any students.
Oh. In that case, what are students majoring in? What subjects? Are they like policy, public policy?
Yeah, public policy.
But your PhD from information science.
Yeah, it's true. So this is one prominent characteristics of our institute. So in our institute, is very interdisciplinary, and our faculty members' background are very diverse. For me, I am researchers in information science, and we also have some other faculties who are from economics and innovation and political science and even public health and environment research. So our backgrounds are very like diverse. Although we are in an institute for global public policy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting. And also, I like to comment on your research. Actually, it's very interesting. You integrate the knowledge creation and then knowledge divergence. I think it's pretty much a new endeavor. Nobody has explored because in the literature of the collaboration and network theory, they do not differentiate knowledge creation, knowledge divergence, using the journal publication data, and then you extended knowledge creation division, in terms of the international collaboration. So it's very unique and integrated model, which means also, it's regarded as complex, Yeah. So yes, a little bit, you also mentioned that, the result is a little bit, different from the prior research because international collaboration often regarded as the highly influential, but on the contrary, your research, I think because the probably, the nature of the public administration areas. And I was surprised, majority of the collaborating partner of the Chinese mainland researchers are United States.
Oh, really? I think
because
it's
this is not an engineering study. This is the public administration.
okay.
Yeah.
Even for public administration, I think the United States is still the top one country in the field.
Yeah, I know, but it's a collaborating partner of the Chinese mainland PA researchers, also the United States, right?
Yeah.
But the public administration in the Chinese mainland is very much, like the
Domestic.
bureaucratic, and it's not, liberal style. So
Yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. So that is why. And then you are like the proxy indicator for the knowledge creation and knowledge divergence, and also very unique. And
Yeah, so through this collaboration, I also found like valuable points brought from colleagues in the field of public administration. I think this is a key benefits caused by the collaboration.
Yeah.
Because for researchers in information science or scientometrics, like we are like we have high enthusiasm for the data and the fancy research methods, visualization and so forth. But but yes, but for the theoretical part, I think this is one limitation in the field. So yeah, I think through the collaboration with researchers in public administration, we can enhance the theoretical insights of ourselves.
Yeah, and then also I'm wondering how how you treated the data set, because your data set is kind of the need a lot of manual classifications rather than automatic classification, right? So
Yes. I think the major way is still the down is we download the bibliometric information from the Web of Science.
yes.
And because of some missing information in Web of Science, we manually check or add the essential information to each article. Because before, I think before 2008 or 2007, we cannot link researchers to their affiliation, right? So this
Yeah.
work is done by manual work.
Yeah, that is why I was surprised. And then you just mentioned that you don't have graduate student, and then so three of us is manually coded everything.
But in the core data set, actually it's about the 900 research articles for the CM researchers. So
Mhm.
for this part, I think the workload is okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, this is my last comment. So why don't you, propose, making a guest, special issue, for quality and quantity with a particular focus on, this knowledge collaboration, like the special issue for the quality and quantity.
You mean it's a policy issue for
No, this is like the, collaboration and, this is kind of the knowledge theory. Because you are serving as the associate editor for the quality and quantity.
Okay.
So we do not have the special issue, that focus on the, knowledge collaboration.
Okay.
So I think you may like the, take initiative.
Oh,
And
you mean the special issue, right?
yeah,
About
yeah.
Oh yeah, I think it's a good idea. Yeah. If you yeah, and I have like interest in this special
Yeah,
issue.
you could be,
That's all.
guest, main guest editor, and then you can gather the papers, to publish.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good idea for that.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to having a more conversation with you on this matter via email. Okay.
Mhm.
And
Me
thanks so
too.
much.
Yeah, thank you for your invitation. And yeah, it's very excited to see you again, like 10 years later.
Yeah, okay. And then, some of my students, they can speak Chinese, so they may, ask you questions in Chinese.
Sure, yeah,
And,
sure.
yeah, so you are
I'm
in,
surprised by their language skills. I mean, in Chinese.
yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm done. I'm done. Anybody next?
Any other question? 현진영 선생님? 중국어로 한번 말씀해 주시겠어요?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, yeah. Thank you for your wonderful publication. I've learned a lot,
중국어로
especially
얘기해도 돼.
uh, I particularly impressed by your research of the pandemics and catalysis of scientific novelty evidence from COVID-19. Yes.
So you want me to explain more about that research?
Yeah, can I hear more about the ideas or other more stories about the research?
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that research, actually, I think the novelty lies in two aspects. One aspect is a method how we measure scientific novelty. And the second novelty is that we try to understand how like the global exogenous events influence science, because in the past, most of the literature about like science or academia, so usually we are in a normal period, and the COVID-19 actually I think provides a very good opportunity for us to understand how the global shocks impact the research system. So yeah, so this is about the novelty from the perspective of theories. The second novelty is about the indicator. So we propose an indicator to measure scientific novelty, and we apply entities in biomedical, which is called bioentities, to measure the unit of knowledge. If you are familiar with publication in Science of Science, you will find that most of previous studies, I mean, usually researchers, they apply reference or journal to measure knowledge, but it is not very like detailed. So for the bioentity, it is a very fine-grained measure for knowledge. So in biomedical, there are several types of entities like drug, species, gene, and so forth. So the entity actually can truly represent knowledge. So the entity is a base for us to measure scientific novelty, and we apply the BioBERT model. That is a natural language model pre-trained on the PubMed publication. So by using that model, we can measure the distance between entities. And based on the combinatory novelty theory or perspective, we assume that if two entities that are very distant from each other, they are combined in one publication, then we can say the combination is novel. So this is a basic idea for how we propose this indicator. Then actually the indicator represents the number of novel combinations divided by the total number of combinations of entities in a publication. So this is how we measure scientific novelty. And recently we are also try to extend this indicator to other fields, like computer science field, so that we can we can investigate more about novel knowledge creation in the field of computer science. Yeah. Thank you for your question.
Yeah, thank you for your explanation. 谢谢您的说明。那个虽然我的博士研究是基于这个科学计量学和社交网络分析，但是我觉得还是在这个领域处于一个初步阶段吧。我觉得还有很多要向您学习，尤其是从您的这个研究履历里边、研究经历里边，我觉 得就可以学到很多，以后还要多多向您请教。感谢您精彩的分享。
期待以后有
Thank you
更多的
lots.
机会交流，合作，
谢谢。
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 Any other one? 박정 선생님?
你好，就我说中文吧。就其实我不太熟悉这方面的，但今天你发表的我就感觉就挺有兴趣的。然后这方面然后我也感觉会就继续关注这方面的研究。然后就今天感谢一下你的精彩的分享，然后以后好好交流一下。就我想说这些话。
好的，非常感谢。
哎，
那我说最后一句话吧，因为我英语不太好，所以我也直接用中文说。我非常关注你的研究内容。如果以后我们有机会的话，我们也做韩中的合作，有这样机会，我们找一下，然后我们继续做个交流。谢谢。
谢谢，非常感谢，期待以后的合作和交流。
네, 오늘 연구를 바탕으로 나중에 저희 한국과 중국에서도 함께 연구를 할 수 있는 그런 교류의 기회가 있었으면 좋겠다고 말씀해 주셨습니다. 네, 오늘 특강은 여기까지 하도록 하고요.
What
다음에
about
또
the presentation slide? Or can you share your presentation slide with us?
Sure,
요거는
sure,
제가 자료 갖고 있어서 공유해 드리겠습니다.
sure.
Okay.
네.
And then if we visit the Shanghai, I will contact you. Or if you come to Korea, please let me know in advance.
Sure, sure. Yeah, welcome to Shanghai. And yeah, very looking forward to have you in our institute in the future.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye
See you.
bye.
네,
Bye.
수고하셨습니다. Thank you everybody and see you again.